Today we celebrate St. Vincent Ferrer. The polarization in the church today is a mild breeze compared with the tornado that ripped the church apart during the lifetime of St. Vincent. If any saint is a patron of reconciliation, St. Vincent Ferrer is. Despite parental opposition, he entered the Dominican order in his native Spain at 19. After brilliant studies, he was ordained a priest by Cardinal Peter de Luna, who would figure tragically in his life. Of a very ardent nature, St. Vincent practiced the austerities of his order with great energy. He was chosen prior of the Dominican house in Valencia shortly after his ordination. The Western Schism divided Christianity first between two, then three popes. Clement VII lived at Avignon in France, Urban VI in Rome. Vincent was convinced the election of Urban was invalid, though St. Catherine of Siena was just as devoted a supporter of the Roman Pope. In the service of Cardinal de Luna, Vincent worked to persuade Spaniards to follow Clement. When Clement died, Cardinal de Luna was elected at Avignon and became Benedict XIII. Vincent worked for him as an apostolic penitentiary and master of the Sacred Palace. But the new pope did not resign, as all candidates in the conclave had sworn to do. He remained stubborn despite being deserted by the French king and nearly all of the cardinals. Vincent became disillusioned and very ill, but finally took up the work of simply going through the world preaching Christ, though he felt that any renewal in the church depended on healing the schism. An eloquent and fiery preacher, he spent the last 20 years of his life spreading the good news in Spain, France, Switzerland, the Low Countries, and Lombardy, stressing the need of repentance and the fear of coming judgment. He became known as the Angel of the Judgment. Vincent tried unsuccessfully in 1408 and 1415 to persuade his former friend to resign. He finally concluded that Benedict was not the true pope. Though very ill, he mounted the pulpit before an assembly over which Benedict himself was presiding and thundered his denunciation of the man who had ordained him a priest. Benedict fled for his life, abandoned by those who had formerly supported him. Strangely, St. Vincent had no part in the Council of Constance, which ended the schism.